Have you ever eaten something that's supposed to be good for you, like yogurt, only to end up feeling uncomfortable? Maybe it starts with a little bloating, a gurgle in your stomach, a strange fullness that just doesn't go away. You think to yourself, but yogurt is healthy, right? You're not alone. I used to believe that too. My name is Dr. Susan Blake. I'm 67 years old, and I've spent over 4 decades helping people, especially those in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, learn how to eat in ways that truly support their bodies as they age. And today, I want to share something with you that might surprise you. Because what if I told you, yogurt can actually make your digestion worse if you eat it the wrong way? Yes, the same yogurt that's sold as a gut-friendly superfood, the one you may have faithfully eaten every morning. It turns out, certain food combinations with yogurt can cancel out its benefits, or even cause harm, especially in older adults. Let me ask you this. Do you ever feel heavy or sluggish after breakfast? Experience gas or discomfort even when you thought you ate light? Struggle with acid reflux or bloating and can't figure out why? I've heard these concerns from hundreds of people just like you. And almost every time they say, "But I eat healthy." And they do. But it's not always about what you eat. It's about how you combine it. Especially as we age, our digestion changes. Our enzyme levels drop. Our bodies become more sensitive. And some food combinations that seemed harmless at 30 can backfire at 60. Take yogurt, for example. It's rich in probiotics, those friendly bacteria that help support digestion, immunity, even mood. But mix it with the wrong foods, and you've just turned a helpful companion into a digestive nightmare. I know this may feel frustrating. What am I supposed to eat then? That's what Margaret, one of my patients, asked me last spring. She was 72, active, ate clean, but every time she had her morning yogurt with fruit, her stomach revolted. After just one small change, everything shifted. She told me 2 weeks later, "I feel like my food actually works with me now." So what was the change? That's exactly what we'll uncover in this video. I'll show you 3 foods you should never mix with yogurt, combinations that can silently sabotage your digestion. And then, I'll walk you through 3 better pairings, gentle, nourishing options that enhance yogurt's benefits and help your gut feel calm, clear, and comfortable. Because when your stomach feels right, everything feels lighter. Your energy, your focus, even your mood. But before we dive in, I want to ask you a quick favor. If you've ever had an odd reaction to yogurt or any healthy food, leave a comment below. Let others know they're not alone. These conversations matter more than we realize. And if you want more videos like this, gentle, science-based, focused on real health for real people, tap that like button and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Now take a deep breath with me, because what you're about to learn could turn your next bowl of yogurt into a true healing meal, something your gut, your heart, and your memory will thank you for. Let's begin. Most of us grew up thinking yogurt was one of the healthiest things you could eat. It was the go-to food when you were feeling off, or when you wanted to take care of your digestion, or when your doctor said, "Try adding more probiotics." It's sold everywhere, at the grocery store, at the health food shop, in commercials, often paired with fruits, cereals, granola, even meat dishes in fancy restaurants. So how could something so healthy hurt you? Let me tell you something that may seem surprising. Yogurt can cause more harm than good if you eat it the wrong way. That's not a popular opinion. I know that. But I've seen it again and again in older adults who are doing everything right. They chose low-sugar, high-protein yogurt. They paired it with healthy ingredients. And still, the gas, the heaviness, the discomfort came creeping in. Why? Because we've been told a half-truth. Yes, yogurt has probiotics. Yes, it can support digestion, but only under the right conditions. Yogurt isn't magic, it's sensitive. And our bodies, especially after 60, are more sensitive too. Here's what most people don't realize. As we age, our stomach acid production drops. Our enzyme levels decline, and our gut's bacterial balance shifts. That means food we once digested easily now sits longer. Ferments. Causes discomfort. Yogurt, when paired correctly, helps. But when mixed with certain foods, it can curdle in the stomach, ferment in the gut, cancel out the probiotics, cause bloating, reflux, and even joint inflammation. I've seen people walk into my office thinking they had food intolerances. But it wasn't an allergy. It wasn't their body failing. It was a simple miscombination. Here's the truth no one tells you. It's not just what you eat. It's what you eat it with. That's why in this video, I won't just give you a list of do's and don'ts. I'll explain why certain combinations don't work and what to eat instead. This isn't about fear. This is about empowerment. Because when you know how your body works, you stop guessing, you stop suffering, and you start feeling good again. In your meals, in your energy, even in your sleep. You deserve that. And if no one's told you this before, let me say it now. You haven't done anything wrong. You've been trying, you've been learning, and now, you're ready for the next step. So let's take that step together. Next, we'll look at the first major mistake people make with yogurt. Something you might be doing every morning without even realizing it. But once you understand it, you'll never eat yogurt the same way again.
I'd like to introduce you to someone who taught me just how powerful small changes can be. Her name is Evelyn. She's 71, lives in a quiet town in Michigan, and she's the kind of person you'd instantly feel at ease with, soft-spoken, thoughtful, the type who bakes pies for the neighbors and always remembers your birthday. When Evelyn first came to see me, she wasn't dealing with anything dramatic. No scary diagnoses, no hospital visits, just a constant nagging discomfort in her belly. I just feel heavy, she told me, especially in the mornings. I tried to eat healthy, I really do. I always start my day with yogurt and fruit, no sugar, just the plain stuff. But still, something doesn't feel right. I asked her to walk me through her breakfast. Half a cup of Greek yogurt, she said, with a few slices of grapefruit. Sometimes I add berries, too. It's what everyone says is good for the gut. And she was right. That sounds healthy, but it wasn't working for her. I gently explained what might be happening inside her body. That as we age, the lining of the stomach becomes more sensitive. The acid in citrus fruit like grapefruit can react with the dairy proteins in yogurt, causing it to curdle, not in the bowl, but in her stomach. That curdled mix slows digestion and creates gas. It lingers, ferments, especially when the gut is already sluggish. She looked at me, puzzled. But I've always eaten fruit with yogurt. I nodded. And maybe 20 years ago, your body could handle it just fine. But now, it's asking you for something gentler. That's when I saw something change in her eyes, not fear, but a kind of relief. Like someone had finally connected the dots. We didn't overhaul her diet. No strict rules. No long list of forbidden foods. We just made one change. We swapped the citrus and berries for cooked apples. Warm, soft, spiced with cinnamon, I suggested. Think of it as giving your stomach a gentle hug. She gave me a small smile. That sounds lovely. 2 weeks later, she sent me a handwritten note. Not an email, a real pen-on-paper letter. Dear Dr. Blake, it began. I've started every morning with your apple and yogurt idea. I even add a pinch of nutmeg. It reminds me of my grandmother's kitchen. No more bloating, no more discomfort. I feel lighter, even in my mood. And the oddest thing, I think I sleep better too. She ended the note with this. Thank you for listening and for seeing what I couldn't see. Evelyn's story is not unusual. In fact, it's one of dozens I could share with you. There's John, 68, who used to mix yogurt with protein shakes after workouts only to feel queasy for hours afterward. And Linda, 74, who paired yogurt with spicy leftovers and couldn't figure out why she had such awful reflux. And Tom, 65, who thought fried eggs and yogurt were a power breakfast until his joints started aching and his belly felt heavy. Each one of them thought they were doing the right thing. And in a way, they were. Their intentions were good. They chose yogurt because it is good for the right body in the right context. But once we made a few thoughtful swaps we respected their new rhythms. They all started feeling better, lighter, sharper, calmer. I want you to know your body isn't failing you. It's just evolving. And like any good relationship, it's asking you to listen a little more closely, to make small adjustments with love, because food isn't just fuel. It's comfort, memory, healing. And when we learn to pair the right foods together, especially as we get older, we give ourselves a gift, not just of nourishment, but of ease. So if you've been wondering why something so healthy makes you feel so off, you're not crazy. You're not doing anything wrong. You might just need a little shift. And now that we've seen what one small change did for Evelyn, let's explore the 3 biggest food combinations that may be quietly disrupting your digestion, so you can stop guessing and start healing.
Mistake number 1. Combining yogurt with acidic fruits and melons. Yogurt and fruit. It sounds like a perfect pair, right? You see it everywhere. In ads, on breakfast menus, even in hospital meal plans. But if you're regularly mixing yogurt with acidic fruits like oranges, pineapples, berries, or fast-digesting fruits like melons, you might be doing more harm than good. Why this combination causes trouble? Acidic fruits contain strong natural acids. When these acids mix with the dairy proteins in yogurt, they can cause the proteins to curdle, not in your bowl, but inside your stomach. That curdled mix is tough to digest and can leave you feeling gassy, bloated, or sluggish. Melons are digested quickly. Yogurt is slower. When you eat them together, the melon moves ahead but gets stuck behind slower digesting yogurt, leading to fermentation, discomfort, and even diarrhea in sensitive systems. What traditional wisdom says? Ancient health systems like Ayurveda have long warned against combining fruit with dairy, especially for older adults with more delicate digestion. Real-life example. Margaret, 72, used to have grapefruit with her yogurt every morning. She thought it was healthy until the nausea and bloating started. When we swapped the citrus for warm, cooked apples, everything changed. Her digestion calmed down and her mornings became peaceful again. A better option. Try stewed apples with cinnamon or a ripe banana with yogurt. These combinations are gentler, warming, and digestion-friendly. Mistake number 2. Eating yogurt with meat or heavy protein meals. Many people try to boost protein by adding yogurt to already protein-rich meals, like eggs, chicken, or steak. But doubling up on dense proteins? That's a big mistake, especially for those over 60. Why this combination causes trouble? Your stomach needs strong acid to digest protein. When you combine multiple protein sources, digestion slows down dramatically. The food lingers, begins to ferment, and causes bloating, acid reflux, or discomfort. Overloading protein can also harm the good bacteria in yogurt. The extra stomach acid your body releases can kill off those helpful probiotics, defeating the very reason you ate the yogurt in the first place. A better option. Enjoy yogurt as a standalone snack, perhaps mid-morning or in the afternoon, when your stomach isn't already working hard. That way, you absorb all the probiotic benefits. Mistake number 3. Mixing yogurt with spicy or fried foods. Maybe you had a spicy curry or crispy fried snack and thought a spoon of yogurt would cool it down. It's a common habit, but this mix sends mixed signals to your digestive system. Why this combination causes trouble? Spicy foods heat up the body while yogurt cools it down and increases mucus. The body gets confused. Is it supposed to calm or fight? This confusion often leads to gas, bloating, and acid reflux. Fried foods are cooked in heavy oils and take a long time to digest. Add yogurt on top, and you've got a digestive traffic jam that can leave you feeling tired and inflamed. Especially risky for seniors. Slower metabolism and reduced enzyme activity make these combinations even more difficult as we age. And inflammation from fried food can even contribute to joint stiffness and brain fog. A better option: let yogurt stand alone or pair it with soft, soothing foods like oats, cooked fruits, or a bit of ground flax seed. It works best when it's not competing with harsh, heavy flavors. None of these changes require you to give up yogurt or your favorite flavors. It's simply about timing and pairing. When you get that right, your digestion becomes smoother, your mind clearer, and your body lighter. Let's shift from problems to solutions. Because the good news is this: yogurt can still be your digestive ally. You just need to pair it with the right foods, foods that support your gut, calm your system, and work with your age, not against it. Here are 3 powerful combinations that are especially helpful for adults over 60. Each one is easy to digest, full of nutrients, affordable and simple to prepare, supported by real-world success stories. Let's walk through them. Cooked apples with cinnamon, warm, comforting, familiar. This combination is one of the most soothing ways to enjoy yogurt. Here's why. The science behind it. Cooked apples contain pectin, a soluble fiber that feeds good gut bacteria, making it a natural prebiotic. Cinnamon helps reduce inflammation, supports blood sugar balance, and adds warmth to the digestive tract. Why cooking matters. As we age, raw fruit can become harder to process. The skin's cold temperature and firm fibers may slow digestion. But cooking apples gently breaks those fibers down, making them easier on your stomach. How to prepare it. Peel and slice 1 or 2 sweet apples. Add a splash of water and simmer over low heat for 10-15 minutes. Sprinkle with cinnamon and let it cool slightly. Stir into plain yogurt and enjoy. Real story. Evelyn, 71, Michigan, swapped her grapefruit and berries for cooked apples with yogurt. Within 2 weeks, her bloating disappeared. She even noticed better sleep and more energy in the morning. Ripe bananas with yogurt. Soft, sweet, gentle. Bananas are easy to digest and full of fiber, potassium, and steady-release energy, perfect for older adults looking for a breakfast that won't backfire. Why it works? Bananas help balance yogurt's acidity. They contain pectin, which supports regular bowel movements. Their natural sweetness allows you to avoid added sugar. How to use it. Slice a ripe banana into plain yogurt. Optional. Mash it first for a creamier texture. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon or ground flaxseed for extra benefits. Make it a full meal. Toss in a spoon of walnuts or almonds and you've got protein, healthy fat, and fiber, all in one. Real story. George, 66, Arizona, had morning stomach cramps he thought were just part of aging. We swapped his protein bar for a banana yogurt bowl. The cramps vanished, and he said he felt lighter in both body and mind. Ground flaxseed or chia seeds, tiny but mighty. These seeds bring serious benefits to your digestion, heart, joints, and brain, especially when you're over 60. Why they matter. High in fiber, helps regulate digestion. Rich in omega-3 fats, reduces gut inflammation. Packed with minerals for bone and brain support. Important note, always use ground flaxseed. Whole seeds often pass through undigested. How to prepare it. Stir 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds into yogurt. Let it sit 5-10 minutes so they soften, or soak overnight. Optional. Add cinnamon or a drizzle of raw honey for flavor. Real story. Linda, 74, Oregon, had irregular digestion for years. After just a week of adding chia seeds to her yogurt, she called it a reset button for my stomach. These 3 combinations are not just health tips. They're habits that honor the needs of your body, especially as it changes. They bring warmth, ease, and nourishment into your day without complexity or cost. And they remind us that healing doesn't always come in a bottle. Sometimes it's in the way we stir, simmer, and slow down. Let's take a breath together. You've just learned something that many people never hear. Not from their doctor, not from nutrition labels, not even from years of eating healthy. You've discovered that your body speaks a different language as it ages. And when you listen closely, It speaks with surprising clarity. You now know that mixing yogurt with acidic fruit, meat, or fried foods can disrupt digestion, even if those ingredients seem healthy. That simple swaps like cooked apples, ripe bananas, or chia seeds can completely transform the way your gut feels. That small adjustments, not big overhauls, often bring the biggest relief. You didn't need another diet. You didn't need another pill. What you needed was understanding, and now you have it. So tomorrow morning, when you walk into your kitchen and reach for that bowl of yogurt, I hope you pause, not in hesitation, but in quiet confidence. I hope you remember Evelyn's story, and George's, and your own body's signals, and I hope you know this. You deserve to enjoy the food you eat. You deserve to feel light after a meal, not heavy. And you absolutely deserve to trust your body again. This journey is not about restriction, it's about respect. Respecting what your digestion needs now, respecting your wisdom, respecting your rhythm. So today, I invite you to try just one change. Maybe it's replacing citrus with stewed apples. Maybe it's skipping yogurt after meat and having it as a calm afternoon snack. Maybe it's adding that tablespoon of ground flaxseed and seeing what happens. And when you do, I hope your body says thank you in the quietest and most beautiful ways, like a settled belly, clearer thoughts, or a lighter mood. If this video helped you, let us know in the comments. Share what change you're going to try, or how yogurt has felt for you in the past. And if you know someone else, a friend, a neighbor, a sister, who might need this gentle reminder, send it to them. Because we're not meant to figure this out alone. We're here to learn, share, and grow. At every age. You've done something important today by being here. And I hope you walk away not just informed, but inspired. Here's to your gut, your joy, your wisdom, and the beautiful life ahead.